God in the restoration business. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. A God in the restoration business. Church, I'm of the opinion that regardless of how bad your situation might be, how severe you believe the report is, that it's always possible for God to fully restore you if you trust in the Lord. A God in the restoration business. You know, Bethel, or shall I say, Psalter's temple, has been brought a mighty long way. Psalter's temple is the original name of Bethel in 1909. But something happened in 1928. A storm came through, and it was renamed to Bethel. Amen, somebody? In 1967, Pastor Russell came and built this great edifice, and we started calling ourselves Greater Bethel. But originally we were Psalter's temple. The date was September 16, 1928, when a hurricane roared across the shores of Palm Beach and wiped almost everything approximately 50 miles north, 50 miles south, and 50 miles west of it. The storm had just struck Puerto Rico, killing over 1,000 people. Then hit Florida at 125 miles an hour. Water rushed onto the swampy farmland, leaving stripped branches off the trees, shattered windows, collapsed garages, unroofed houses, broken street lamps, and homes and people were swept away, leaving over 2,000 people dead throughout Broward and Palm Beach County. And our church, Psalter's Temple, AME Church, which sat where the multi-purpose center is now, was completely demolished. It was destroyed by a horrific hurricane. Everything was in ruins. Church, what do you do when everything has been ruined? And it's easy to lose hope and anything good possibly happening. But beloved, what do you do when it feels as if you look around and all you can see is death and nothingness from the time you open your eyes until you see the horizon where the sky touchdowns with the land? Depressing, distress. My beloved of the Lord, what do? Let's take a look at our text today and see if we can gain some hope, some inspiration, some direction on where we can turn and find out who we can talk to in the midst of trying times. My beloved in the Lord, I want you to know that when we look at our text under consideration today, we find Jesus Christ himself on the Sabbath day amongst those who consider themselves to be experts of the law. They had knowledge of the word, knowledge of the Bible, knowledge of the law. And the problem is they knew the Bible, scripture on their mind, but they really were not practicing the word of God for the betterment of all people. And so, my beloved in the Lord, we find Jesus Christ in our text today. And Jesus has an opportunity to be able to deal with this text and deal with these people in a very critical way. My beloved, you have a man whose hand was completely deformed to the point where it really was inoperable. And Jesus takes an opportunity, he wants to heal this man. I don't know about you, but if I was in this man's shoes, I'd be happy to see Jesus show up in the midst. Am I right about it? Yeah. You got sickness in your body, you know doctors can't do it right. The medicine ain't working. Hello, somebody. You've been sick all your life, and you got to walk around with this handicap. Come on, somebody. And Jesus showed up. You're not concerned about whether it's Sabbath day, Saturday, whatever day it is. It's a good day. Why? Because Jesus showed up. And so, my beloved, as we look at this, I want you to understand that the very first thing he does is he called the ruptured man. He called the ruptured man. I want you to realize he called the man which hand was broken or which hand was fractured or his hand was deformed. I wasn't there, but this is the picture that I'm painting. And so what do you do when catastrophe hits here in the United States? Well, when a catastrophe hits, my beloved, I want you to realize that the National Guard is one of the first responders. They come to assist those whose lives are in danger or perhaps those who have been injured. And so when the National Guard shows up, you are extremely happy that they show up because you know that you have an opportunity to make it because they're going to take you to a safe place. And in our text, when Jesus shows up, this man knows an opportunity for him to be able to be healed because everybody around him been talking about their knowledge of the law, but ain't nobody set up no prayers that has changed his condition. And my beloved in the Lord, if you really want some action to transpire in your life when you're going through, if you really want to see some results to happen in your life, I believe that you're going to have to listen for Jesus as he's calling out unto you. You're going to have to be able to connect with a God that you know who's real, a God who has power and authority that no one else has, a God who can touch you and who can make you whole. And I just want to know if there's somebody in the house today who's been going through and you believe the only one that can really help you is Jesus. Well, he's the best National Guard that you can ever have. He's the best one that can be able to treat your condition. He's a doctor who's never lost a case. If there's somebody in the house that wish that Jesus can come on in the room, is there anybody that knows that Jesus is your doctor who will write all of your prescriptions? He'll give you all of your medicine in the room. If there's somebody that can look to Jesus even now while you're going through, because you know he's a servant and he's still in the restoration business. Well, my beloved, not only do we learn about being called to rupture the man, but Jesus also uses what I call critical reasoning. Someone say critical reasoning. My beloved, the Lord, that's a critical reasoning is something we must learn at an early age in school if we want to be successful. Hello, somebody? If you are a teacher, you want to make sure your children cannot just read, but you want to know if they can have an inference. What can they infer from the text? And so, my beloved, I want you to realize it's important for us to have critical reasoning. Let me make it plain. The story is told of a little boy who wanted to challenge his grandfather. He knew his grandfather was very wise, so he always was trying to find a way to trick his grandfather. So little boy walks up and said, "Granddad," he's like, "I got him now. You see this bird?" He said, "Yeah." I put it behind my back. Is the bird dead or is it alive? And Granddad put his head down, smiled, and shook his head and said, "Well, son, it's all in your hands." He looked at his grandfather and said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, if I say the bird is alive, you can just squeeze the bird and show me that the bird is dead. If I say the bird is alive, then you can, if I say the bird is dead, you can just make sure that you show me it's alive. All I can tell you, the power is in your hands." That's critical reasoning. Well, beloved, the Lord Jesus uses critical reasoning by asking the question, which is lawful on the Sabbath? To do good or to do evil? To save life or to kill? They strictly look at the fact he's about to do something on the Sabbath, and we can get him on this because he says he's a son of God. He has lost his mind. But they knew that they could not take his life. Because if they took his life, it would have happened in our Sunday school lesson taught us there were over 50,000 witnesses that would have been present to know what they did was wrong. And that would have caused an uproar. But they was looking for him to do something wrong on the Sabbath. And what does Jesus do? Jesus goes ahead and he does what he feels is best. And he heals the man. And I stopped by to let you know that sometimes in our lives, we can't get so caught up in the technicality of a law that we fail to see the goodness of what God is doing in the midst of it all. And my beloved, some of us are so heavily focused at times that we can never be earthly good to show people the goodness of a real God in the midst of the realness of the challenges we face in our lives. Can I get a witness? So my beloved, some of us sometimes can be just like that little boy with holding on to a bird. And we should hold on to that bird and we'll sit back and we know that some things we have power and authority over. Am I right about it? Yeah. See, when I'm stopped by, listen, don't play around with God. You got to make sure that God's will is done in all things. And so that God can be able to see that the children of God want to see the church of God to prosper in every situation. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to go to a church that had Pharisees and Sadducees that were focused on the fact that Jesus was healing on a Sabbath, especially if I was related to the man with the shriveled hand. Now, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be amongst those people who were the ones who are like, oh, what is he doing? Let's crucify him. If this man is raising people from the dead, if this man is bringing people back to life, if this man is opening blinded eyes, if this man is allowing the lame to be able to walk, if this man is opening deaf ears, that's who we need up in this church. That's who we want to be able to follow. I stopped by to let you know that when you are in the house of the Lord, you got to surround yourself with people who are sold out for Christ. People who are sold out for Jesus. Is there anybody who's sold out for Jesus? Who says, for God I live, for God I die. And when you're sold out for Jesus, can't nobody stop you from praising him. Can't nobody stop you from worshiping him. Can't nobody get in the way of your personal growth and development for God. I'm talking about a God who's in the restoration business. But lastly, my beloved, what I love about this text is really about complete restoration. Somebody say complete restoration. So my beloved Lord, I want you to realize today, sometimes complete restoration requires you to remain focused on Jesus Christ. My beloved, the story is told of a pilot who was about to land his plane within 30 minutes. But lo and behold, something happened. He felt as if the engine wasn't working as efficient as it could. Next thing you know, he felt thunder in the skies, and it began to rain. He couldn't see, and he began to lose focus with the people at the dispatch center at the airport. As he got on to the intercom, he told everybody they're going to have an emergency landing to hold on and to pray. As he began to land, he did not know what to do because he couldn't get a signal at all from the airline dispatch department. But all he could see was a flashing light. And so the light moved to the right. And so he just followed the light. Everywhere the light went, he followed the light. And so when he got to the airport on the runway, and he got out the plane and they landed safely, They said, how were you able to make it? Because you were running on one engine as opposed to three. Our system, we were trying to connect with you. He said, what do you mean? I saw your signal. Even though you come up on my monitors, I saw the light that you kept sending my way. They looked at each other and said, I don't know what light you're talking about, but we didn't have no light up in the air, no light on your monitor. All we knew that we began to pray that you can make it back safely. And my beloved, at that time, that pilot recognized the light that was flashing, having the light of Christ. And it was Jesus that brought them on in safely so that they would not be ruined, but so that they can be fully restored. And I stopped by to see if there's somebody in the midst of a dark moment in your life, if you can still open your eyes and just look for the light. If there's somebody, when you're in a dark room, if you see a little light flickering, you know it's safe to walk in that direction. Why? Because you're able to see your way. Is there anybody that can keep your eyes fixed on Jesus? Because you know if you keep your eyes fixed on Jesus, that everything will be all right. If there's somebody who's not ashamed to take a step of faith, to walk even closer to the light. This is why I love that little song. It says, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm going to let it shine, because you better believe every now and then the enemy will try to blow it out, but I refuse to let him blow it out. I'm going to let it shine for people who walk in darkness to be drawn closer to the light. Restoration ought to be the order of the day. We're not dying in this world. We serve a living God. We're not dying in this church. We serve a living God. We're not dying in our families. We serve a living God. If there's somebody who can check your pulse and see if you have a heartbeat, that means you're alive because you serve a living God. If there's somebody who can rejoice over God who is for complete restoration. But what I love about this text, the Bible declares that Jesus healed him by the stretching out of his hand. The only way he was fully healed is when he stretched out his hand. If you and me of deliverance, stretch out your hand. If you and me of the healing, stretch out your hand. If you in need of restoration, stretch out your hand. If you in need of love in the atmosphere, stretch out your hand. Whatever you need, you gotta stretch out your hand and hold on to God's unchanging hand. I'm reminded of a hymn that was sung down through the years from 1909 from the time of Solomon's Temple to 1919 to 2019 that we still sing in the Methodist Church, in the Baptist Church, in almost every church. If you know God, you know something about stretching out your hand. It says, Father, I stretch my hands to thee, for no other help I know. If thou withdraw thyself from me, where shall I go? If there's somebody that don't mind stretching out your hand to Jesus, I believe if you do some stretching, you start some healing. If you do some stretching, you start some loving. If you do some stretching, you start some deliverance. If you do some stretching, he will make a way for you right now. Say yeah, say yeah, say yeah. Oh my God, restoration.